So hi, I'm Chris Justice. I'm going to lead us through a gentle yoga sequence that's going to help to lubricate your joints, move your muscles. It'll help you breathe better, and it will get your circulation moving. As we practice, please be careful with your own body. Pay attention to what's going on. If there's something that we do that doesn't sound like a good idea to you, don't do it. If you feel like anything that you shouldn't be doing, just don't do it. Or you can modify it. So for instance, if we take our arms overhead in a sun breath, if that's too much for you, you might just take your arms up to your shoulders and close that way. So you can modify anything that we do. Okay, let's get started. Make sure that your chair is all the way on the mat. So all four corners of the chair are on the mat, okay? And then come around and take a seat. And now we're going to begin to come into yoga space. So I'm going to ask that you have your feet flat on the floor and notice your knees. Want them at a 90-degree angle. So if you're tall, I'm relatively tall for this chair, so I might put a blanket to lift me up to get these knees 90 degrees. Or if you're not as tall with your chair, put your blanket underneath your feet. So make yourself comfortable this way, feet flat on floor. Okay, so we're ready to come inside. So your eyes can be closed or soft. But I want you to start to pay attention to your body. Feel your sitting bones. Wiggle around on your chair, feel your sitting bones. You might make sure that the weight is evenly distributed on both your sitting bones. Feel your feet on the floor. Move your toes around. Feel your feet. And then come to the front of your spine and just lift gently. Let the top of your arm bones settle towards your back. And let the crown of the head float so we can get the weight of the head right over the spine. You can do that sometimes by bringing the jaw back towards your neck. And so now all of your bones are stacked, your joints are stacked. Come into an awareness of your breath. Notice, are you breathing in just the top of your chest? Often we do that through the day. So start to bring your breath down into your belly too. Take a deep breath in. We're coming into a centering breath. So next time, take a deep breath. See how long you can exhale. Keep exhaling until all the breath is left. And then when you need to, take another deep breath in. So we're finding three-part yoga breathing. So you're breathing into the belly, into the ribs, all the way top of lungs, and then you're letting all of that breath go again. Your own timing now. Three-part yoga breathing. You're bringing your focus in, your energy inside. Let yourself feel grounded. Let yourself feel centered. And then together, we'll take a deep breath in. Releasing exhale. Let's find a sun breath. Hands cross in the front. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, arms float back down. Hands are going to cross in the front again. Come back up. Reach hands out in front of you, palms up, opening the upper back as you bring the arms down in front of you. Crossing in the front, coming back up. Close to prayer. As you do, bring your energy right inside. Let your thumbs rest on your chest. Let your neck relax. Feel grounded. And then let your hands rest on your legs. Let's come to the neck. Take a breath in. Exhale, chin comes towards chest. So you're just letting your shoulders relax. Back of neck opens. Head comes back up, goes towards the back, opening the front of the neck. Head comes up. Exhale, chin towards chest again. Release your shoulders. Head comes back up, goes towards the back. Let the jaw be slack. Head comes up. Take a nice deep breath. And then take a breath. Exhale, chin to one shoulder. Come forward. Exhale, chin to the other shoulder. Come forward. Exhale, chin to chest, and then let your head roll, shoulder to shoulder. Nice and easy. There's not much effort here. We're just trying to warm up these muscles. Let the stress out of the neck and the shoulders, side to side. We're going to bring this to a close, but finish your side to side. When you're ready, bring your head up. Take a deep breath into your belly. Notice your feet flat on the floor. Notice the front of the spine, it's gently lifted. In yoga, we ground ourselves so that we can lift also. So you ground so that you can extend. So feel it this way. Find your sitting bones again. Feel the sitting bones settle into the floor and let them even reach for the floor. Bring your tailbone up. Sitting bones down, tailbone up. Just feel the lightness in the rest of your spine. Let's come to the shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. We're lubricating the shoulder joint. And we're going to roll them forward. Let that come to a close. Bring your arms out to shoulder height. But watch this. Take the top of your arm bone, slide it back into the joint. Move your fingers, lubricating all of the knuckles in the hands. Turn your fingers over. And then roll your wrists, lubricating the wrist joint. Opposite direction. Let that close, stretch out your fingers, and then flick your fingers. Bring your elbows into it. Now hold your hands out in front of you. Take a breath. Exhale. Let your arms float down. Feel the tingle in your arms and your fingers. Take a nice deep breath. Come to your belly button. Bring your belly button in towards your spine, up towards your waist. So we're strengthening the muscles that cross the abdomen. They're deep inside, close to the spine. Keep breathing. So I'm still holding these muscles tight. And then release. We're going to do that 2 more times. Belly button in towards spine, up towards waist. Breath is moving. You can notice that your shoulders don't have to be involved. Your shoulders are relaxed. You're still holding tight. So if we can strengthen the belly muscles, that's going to help your back quite a bit. And then release. 1 more time. Bring your belly button in towards your spine, up towards your waist. You may also have felt your hip just come forward a little bit. There's a bit of a change in the tilt of your hip. You're still holding, but you're still breathing. If you can keep your hip in a neutral place, sitting or standing, it's going to help you hold your body. It's a better way to hold the torso. Still breathing, and then release. Great. We're going to come into a gentle movement in the spine. So I'm going to move my blanket because I'm going to come out towards the front of the chair. But be comfortable. Maybe you still want the blanket under. So we're going to come into a gentle, safe twist by placing one hand on the opposite knee. The other hand is going on the back of the chair. It's important to go from the hips. So sit tall. Now move your hips. Then you're going to go through your ribs and your shoulders and look around. As you inhale, lift in the twist. As you exhale, soften your back so the twist can happen. And then gently come back around. Rest hands on legs. Feel your spine catch up. We'll go the other way. Placing hands, sitting tall, And then move your hips around. Feel your ribs come around, your shoulders. As you inhale, lift. As you exhale, soften your back. And then come back around. Take a nice deep breath. Into the belly. We're going to move the spine side to side. Bring one hand towards the floor. Inhale, arm reaches up. Keep the elbows straight as you tilt towards your head. You're reaching for the corner of the ceiling. Press your hips back into the chair. And then come back up with a breath. Exhale, come down. Great. Let's go to the other side. Arm comes down. Inhale, arm reaches up. Keep the elbows straight. Reach for the corner of the ceiling. Press the hip back into the chair. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, arm comes down. Forward fold. I'm going to take my feet a little wide. So take your feet a little wide, as comfortable. Hands stay on the legs. Lift your tailbone. Hinge at the hip and come forward. Your arms can stay on your legs or they can come towards the floor, whatever feels better. Let yourself hang now. So relax your shoulders and your neck and feel the muscles in the back ungrip. Just hang here. Let the muscles ungrip. We're giving the vertebra some space. When you're ready, slide your hands to your knees. Bring your head up first and come on back up. Bring your feet a little closer. Come to your belly again. Belly button in towards the spine, up towards the waist. Feel how that just tilted your hip just a little. You're breathing, your shoulders are relaxed. And then release. One more time. Belly button comes in towards spine, up towards waist. Keep your breath moving. Let your shoulders relax. And then release. Let's move the upper chest and the back. Bring one hand to the opposite shoulder. Bring the other arm underneath and then up to the shoulder. So keep your low back very steady when we do this. Ready? Bring your elbows up with a breath in. Exhale, elbows come back down. Feel the stretch between the shoulder blades. Come back up with a breath in. Exhale, coming back down. Elbows to shoulder height. Exhale, elbows one way, face stays forward. Come forward, go the other way. Face stays forward, we're coming into the upper back. Come forward, release, arms come down. Put the other one on top. Same thing. Bring your elbows up with a breath. Exhale, come back down. Come up with a breath in. Exhale, come back down. Elbows to shoulder height. Keep your face forward. Exhale, elbows one way. Come forward. Go the other way. Come forward. And let your arms relax. Just feel. Let's come into the legs now. So we're going to strengthen the muscles on the outside of the thigh. It's going to help your to support your knee. We're also going to be lubricating the knee joint. So I like to put my hands on the outside of thigh so you can feel these muscles moving. So take one leg straight out and then come back down slowly. 2, we're going to do 12, coming down. 3, 4. By going slow, 5, we're using muscle and not momentum. 6, 7, and you're not just letting gravity bring your foot down. 8, you're bringing it down by choice. 9, 10, 11, and 12, and release. Come to your other leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and release. Take a nice deep breath. Feel your sitting bones. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Send your sitting bones towards the floor. Lift your tailbone. We're going to come to the inside thigh now. So I'm going to take one foot out. I can feel this muscle already. Turn the foot to the outside. Keep your knees straight. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, and release. Come to the other leg. Turn the foot to the outside. Try to keep your low back steady. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. By strengthening this muscle. 5, we're supporting the knee joint. 6, 7, and helping to stabilize the joint. 9, 10, 11, and 12, and release. Sit up tall. Take a nice deep breath all the way into your belly. Okay, let's come to the foot. Bring your first leg out. Circle the foot, lubricating the ankle joint. The other way. Let that stop. Push out with your heel and then your toe. So we're stretching the back of the leg and the front of the leg. And then release. Come to the other side. Circle the foot. Go the other way. Let that stop. Push out with the heel and then the toe. Back and forth, heel and toe. And then release. Feel yourself sit tall. Feel that. Take a breath into the belly. So, feeling yoga from the inside out is the most important thing for you to remember. So let yourself feel your feet. Feel the mat under your feet. Feel your toes. Come to the front of your spine. Gently lift it. Bring the top of your arm bones. Settle them towards the back. So if I said bring your shoulders up, probably everybody would come up like this and try to sit really tall. But yoga is also about relaxing. So front of spine lifts, top of shoulder, top of arm bone goes back. We're going to come into an opening of the chest called angel arms. So let your hands come towards the floor. Palms facing forward. Take a breath. Exhale, arms go back. Notice your low back stays right where it is. You don't arch your low back. Come forward. Come up a little. Open up. Come forward, up. Forward, up. Open the chest. Come forward, down. Forward, down a little. Forward, down, and then relax. Okay, we're going to come into a foot massage. So I'm going to be sure that this knee stays right over the ankle, right? So you don't want your foot back here or out here, right over the ankle. And if you can, cross your ankle, one ankle over the other knee. I'm going to come in and just start massaging your foot. You might want to get your ankle a bit. Come into the heel, you squeeze the heel. We're trying to get some blood flow into the foot. And I'm going to start to come along the arch of the foot with my thumbs. We need to wake up the feet because over time, you just lose track of your feet. It starts to really affect your balance. So I'm going to come up into the ball of the foot now and massage the ball of the foot. And then the toes. Each toe gets attention. And then when you're ready, Place a finger between each toe. Now if you have socks on, you might take them off, or if you want to keep your socks on, fan your toes out. So we're trying to create space because the toes want to curl in on themselves as we age. So just opening the foot. And then release. Take all of your toes, bring them towards your knee. So we're stretching the foot all the way into the Achilles, up into the calf. And then release. Bring your toes away from your knee, opening the front of the foot up into the shin. And then release. Keep your leg right like it is. Sit tall. We're going to come into a forward fold. So your sitting bones are pressing down, your tailbone lifts, and you hinge forward from the hip. Let your arms relax. You're not pulling yourself forward. You're not bending at the waist. This is for the hips. And when you get to as far as you can go, start to ungrip. Ungrip the muscles in your back. Let your breathing move. This can be an intense hip opener. We're just trying to keep those muscles supple that support the hip. Then come back up. Bring this foot down. We'll go to the other side. So I'm going to cross the other ankle over. Massage the ankle a bit, and then come into the foot. So you want to squeeze your heel. It's very hard to get blood flow in that part of your body. And then just start to take your thumbs along the arch and the outside of the foot. I'm going to come into the ball of the foot and move those joints around. Each toe. Then when you're ready, place a finger between each toe. Open up. And then release. Bring your toes towards your knee. Stretching your foot, stretching the back of the leg. Bring your toes away from your knee. Open the front of the leg. And then release. Let your hands rest on your legs. Then lift the tailbone, hinge forward. You may not go very far, it doesn't matter. Let your arms relax so you're not pulling. I think about keeping my head up and keeping my shoulders towards the leg. Breathe. Ask the back to ungrip. And then release. Let yourself come up, foot comes down. Take a nice deep breath. A long release. Great.